Hello and welcome to the first episode of Building Scarif. My name is Chris from Krisproductions, and this is my first time in front of the camera like this, but it's also my first time bringing you guys a building series. Now I'm really excited. I spent months building giant mocks all the time, so I thought that this would be the perfect way to interact and engage with you guys so you guys can always see what I'm working on. And basically what's going to happen is not just is this video series going to have the regular progress that you would expect in a mock series where you have the planning, the progress weekly, and then the final product. On top of that, I'm going to have time lapses showing the product so you guys can be with me the whole time as I'm building it, as well as I'm going to have some other stuff in this series. I'm going to have some news, just whatever relevant happens during the week. I'm going to have Q&A, so if you guys have any questions, I'm going to read every single comment on every single episode of this series. So I hope that your voices can be heard. And I also want to do some shoutouts. Now some of you guys are like, shoutouts, and some of you guys are like, oh, I want a shout out. What I'm going to be doing is I'm really going to be showcasing kind of what's going on in the community for the week. Now the LEGO community is a fantastic place, and while I spend these giant amounts of time working on mocks, I'm actually staying really engaged with the LEGO community. I love to know what's going on. We have such an awesome community. So I'd love to be able to kind of share that with you guys. So not just will this have the regular building stuff, but it's going to have stuff that's going to keep you guys engaged with the community and kind of what's going on. So there's tons of fun stuff that happens, and it's going to be awesome to keep you guys up with that. So not just is there all the building stuff and then a bit of the community stuff, but the episodes will probably just generally have a lot of fun stuff in them as well. 1000-degree knife challenge, Bricklink unboxing edition. So what am I building? I'm going to be building Scarif for the next 6 months. Why the timeline? Because I hope that not just can I build this mock and do justice to its scale and its beauty that it has in Star Wars Rogue One, but I want to really build a mock that I can bring and show to you guys. So I'm going to be taking it to Brickworld Chicago, because it's always better to see mocks in person. So not just Brickworld Chicago, but as well Northern Bricks, Brixpo, and possibly BrickCon. So there'll be a few different chances for you guys to get to see the mock. So I'm really excited about that. Now, it's going to be 40 gray base plates, and you can see I have a little bit of a prototype design here, just a big picture kind of scale layout for now. I have some other drawings, but maybe we'll save that for another time. But I pretty much summed it up in this little diagram here. And so what we've got is two separate areas. Now one is obviously the battlefield and one is the building. Now each of these is going to be two 6-foot tables. That means that this is 40 gray base plates. So it's going to be pretty crazy. This is pretty obvious to what it is. It's islands with some rails on it. But then this is where all the fun is going to happen, because this is the layout of the Scarif Tower. Now as of now we don't have that much to look at as for kind of design for it. There's really only resources from the film itself so far, so the Scarif Tower is going to be really challenging, but I am going to start with this, and this is what it looks like. Now as you can see, the trans blue is where the waterfalls are, and this whole Imperial Circle will be raised. It is Imperial insignia, if you guys can tell by my poor mosaicing mini-scale quick thing that I built, and then the tower is probably going to be bigger than this. But if you guys know my workspace here, this is actually bigger than what I can fit in my room. The tower will be taller than the roof in this room, and once I add the next 20 gray base plates of Battlefield and all the other kind of cool scenes that are out there on the islands, this will be too big for my room. So I'm going to be taking this somewhere else to film the final video with all of the sections. Alright, so the goals of this series are really to get you guys engaged with my building and with the community in whole. I mean, other building series have lots to offer. I mean, I'm going to be covering all the same stuff where we go through whatever techniques, the halls, the process, the planning, all of that stuff. But as well, I really want to keep you guys engaged with the community, what's going on, highlight some of the best builds, and definitely be answering any questions that you guys have and any, I guess, explaining any comments. So for the next 6 months, I'm going to be building Scarif. Now, not just am I going to be building Scarif, I'm also going to have some other mocks on the go, but those will probably not be seen. But it's going to be a lot of fun, because after those 6 months is over, after I've taken it to the different conventions and shows, I'm going to be scrapping it, and I'll probably have a fun video on that. I probably won't like push it off and blow it up, but we'll have something, maybe just time-lapse of me disassembling it. But after that, I'm going to be starting the Jedi Temple, which is something that I've been wanting to build for a long time now, and I think I'll finally be able to do it justice. Now it's also not going to be able to fit in this room, so that's going to be challenging, but hopefully by then I'll figure it out, maybe find a new workspace to build in. So that'll be a lot of fun. I hope you guys stay tuned till then. It's going to be a really fun 6 months. It's going to be so awesome, and then I hope to keep you guys as involved in my building and in the community as I'm going to be during the next 6 months, and we're just going to have so much fun. So just one more quick thing before the video ends is right now it is a week and a half after that first segment was recorded, and I am pretty far into Scarif, and I'm going to start uploading this, and because I'm actually really far ahead, I will be uploading the next episode, the first episode of Scarif, within the next few days here, and already I've got some awesome stuff underway. There's some serious mockage going on here, and as well I got this massive bricklaying order from Germany with some awesome parts, so we'll unbox this in one of the upcoming weeks here. And one more thing, I just really want to thank you guys for 30,000 subscribers. I just reached that in the last few days here, and as well 10 million total video views, which is ridiculous, and I never thought I'd get that many views. So I just want to thank you guys for all those views and the subscriptions and just the dedication that lots of you guys have had to my channel over the years, and I want to thank you guys so much, and I hope that I can really pay you guys back with this Scarif series. So I will see you guys very soon in week 1 building Scarif.